this is us. This is all of us, 5 of us, around the community and collaboration table. And actually this little piece here we thought of when we were creating the model together. And this is like, suppose it's a metaphor of us having like an open mind, an open perspective when we go to different communities and interact with them, and so they can hear our stories, but most importantly we can hear their stories. And you know, like what we were talking about yesterday about challenging our confirmed biases. And Ella brought up a great point of actually actively listening because we care rather than listening to respond or convince. So this will help us build meaningful and genuine connections. So
that leads us to this structure here. So it's supposed to be kind of like a white blank slate that we are starting off with, but onto that will be all these ideas and our vision and values and things that we're going to then bring forward, and sort of starting to develop the community relations. And then onto this structure, this is a bridge to be the connecting point between us and other communities that we form relationships with. And Annie was making the point that to remember that we are a very diverse community, and just as there is a significant amount of variation in Judaism, that we also need to remember that in other communities, and it's not an us versus, not us and them mentality, but just to always appreciate kind of the individual differences and not assume anything. And then we move on to do you want to talk about this one?
Yes. Okay, sure. So this one is kind of building onto the bridge idea, where it's the idea of youth here collaborating with other organizations to like have a really well like established bridge, and then that can connect with other ones. So like it goes into that one, but it's kind of like just forming connections together that will lean into other ones, and having a stable foundation after like we build a good rapport with one another.
Yeah. Okay, and then this one is kind of, it's a generative model.
oh no,
it's about the 4th model I've broken today. Okay, anyway, so this is us here, and then it's supposed to sort of be a web where we are reaching out to other communities, and then each relationship will hopefully generate kind of another one, and it's a continually evolving process. So there's no sort of defined endpoint, but it's would be a web that also feeds back to youth here. And then our final hurrah is this central point where we've kind of all come together at a point of togetherness, and there's some growth happening, and it's also to represent sort of it's in the middle because it's sort of our core values, vision, what we want to tap into, and check back in with ourselves as well to make sure that we have actually followed through on that vision and always sort of kept our core values